Hello and welcome. Today is kind of the last part of the arena ranking series. Jane watched my concepts video and gave me some notes. Let's go to reflections and into Mercury L's elegy and open up the concepts. This is the reflection she was talking about. By the way, I'm using a microphone. Apparently I couldn't talk loud enough, but we'll see. I'm worried it's picking up like all the sounds, so we'll see how this works. Anyways, okay, so she told me that an SSR2 set in resonance, basically my Nikki's World 1 and Nikki's World 2 next to each other. She told me that an SSR set in resonance, SSR2 set in resonance, should be more powerful than a single UR with another single SSR beside it, assuming they're all the same level. She said that the reason my boost number is higher when the UR is inserted is because my UR is leveled so much higher than my SSR. Let's go to Promote Concept. And then the green tab. The one before me is the level 21 UR that I'm using. You can see its level in the upper right hand corner of its picture. If we click on it to open the upgrade window, in the upper right hand corner is the button level reset. She said I could reset the level of this concept back to 1 and then use the mats that I'll receive from resetting it to level my SSR. So then I would have a leveled SSR2 set in resonance, which should be more powerful than what I have right now. But the reason we're not doing it today is because I'm too afraid to mess around with my reflections and concepts, and I'll show you why. Let's go to ranking, the arena ranking. Today is the last day of arena. And as you can see, I have a healthy lead and I don't want to mess it up with experimentation. Arena closes today and I really want to get my number 1. Our server is very young and we don't have many large whales on it right now. So I want to grab my number 1 and then I don't have to worry about competing against any megalodons that might show up in the future. So, I am not going to experiment with anything right now, but I still want to. I still very much want to experiment with everything that Jane told me. So that's why this is kind of the last one in the series. There will be an addendum to the arena ranking series where I experiment with concepts. But let's get into today's video. I have a little more to say about reflections and concepts, and then I'm going to touch upon all the areas in the game that contribute to your competence score. And finally, we'll actually look at Arena. There are some interesting features in Arena that are worth mentioning. So let's begin with reflections. There are 2 things I would like to add to reflections. And the first thing is that there's something really fun happening on our servers right now, and I wanted to point it out. So let's open up level 40 because that's kind of appropriate. Level 40 Caprico, Fleeting Time. So our servers are in their infancy and we get to enjoy them in their infancy right now. And there's some really interesting things going on that are going to disappear as our servers mature. And one of those things is leveling reflections to level 40. Reflections are gated at level 40 and cannot be further upgraded. So once you have upgraded your reflection to level 40 and start it 3 times, you're stuck. It's gated. To open the gate, your in-game character must achieve level 40. When your in-game character passes level 40, the gate opens and you can continue upgrading your reflections. So this gating has created on our baby servers this stampede as people rush as quickly as they can to level 40. This is already finished on server 1 because we're 3 weeks old and most people have leveled to 40 now. But on server 2, which is only 6 days old, you guys get to watch the sprint to level 40. It's a stampede as people blow through their stamina, sweeping stages for XP to level their character as quickly as possible, so they can ungate their reflections and continue upgrading them. On my server, server 1, it was a lot of fun to watch, and it was a lot of fun to participate in. So if you're on server 2, enjoy the show. Whether you're spectating or actually participating in the mad rush to level 40, this won't happen again, so enjoy it. Server 1 has completed that sprint, and I really enjoyed it. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I liked experiencing it. I liked watching everyone around me and cheering them on. And I liked just being a part of the server's history. You're experiencing your server's history right now. So I hope you have fun with this fleeting moment in time. There are more gates to pass through as you level and star your reflections, but they're straightforward and the game alerts you to all the gates, so I'm going to skip those. I need some water. I have water with me. All right. Next, the second thing I want to talk about with reflections is awakening your reflection. I skipped that, I missed that, and that's actually pretty important as far as boosting your competence score. So in the lower left-hand corner, you'll see awaken, the awaken button. We'll take a look at Lilith, voice of desire. Underneath the little present on the right, you'll see, well, there's a picture of the attribute, which in this case is purple sexy, and attribute increase, it says increase stats by 15%. You'll see this on the other reflections telling you which attribute stats will be increased by 15%, and that's why awakening is so important. You want that boost. If you look, it shows you the requirements to awaken. To awaken Lilith, voice of desire, I'll need 1 echo, all suit pieces, and I need to, the reflection has to reach 4 stars, which I've already done that. I don't have the echo and I don't have all the suit pieces. To get your reflection to 4 stars, it also has to be level 60. And just a quick recolor side note, let's go back out here. Every single one of these reflections has a suit, and that suit has a recolor. However, most of these reflections you will not use in styling battles or ranking. However, if you want the recolor of their suit, you will still have to spend clocks and keys and gold to level and star the reflection to obtain the recolor. SR reflections require 3 stars to recolor, and SSR and UR reflections require 4 stars to recolor. So if you're playing for collection, be prepared to spend a lot of clocks, keys, and gold to get your recolors. All right, that's everything on reflections. Let's move on to concepts. So we'll go to promote concept. Stinny in the comments section of the concepts video asked 2 very good questions. First, will only duplicates show up on the bottom when I upgrade a concept? Let's open a concept. Open the upgrade window. The answer is yes. Those are all duplicates at the bottom of the upgrade window. The game will always keep 1 of each concept. You actually cannot destroy it. It will always have that 1 copy of the concept that you cannot destroy. So the game will always keep 1 of each concept. So these are all duplicates. So feel free to use them all as mats. Stinny's second question, how do I know if a set is a 2-piece or 3-piece resonance set? Does it say so anywhere? All right, it does. So let's go back to the main screen.
Let's increase our styling power. Become master stylists.
You do get attached to her, don't you? Even though she's just a digital person, but still, you do get attached to her. Okay, anyways, I'm sorry, I was reading what she was saying. Okay, so how do I know if a set is a 2-piece or 3-piece resonance set? Does it say so anywhere? So if you go into the index, so over on the right-hand side, there's the index button. Let's go in there. And the index is an index of all items in the game, both collected and uncollected. And there's a concepts button. So let's click on concepts. Let's go to the fresh tab, just for an example. You can see all the concepts I've collected and what I'm still missing. I have the one before me, you are, but if you look at the uncollected concepts, I'm missing 2 and 3 of the set. So now I know this is a 3 set. If I open the one before me 2 that I'm missing, it tells me how to get it. If I press the button, it opens the merge concepts area. And thank you, Stinny, so much for the comment and the excellent questions. Those were very good questions. I'm glad you asked them so I could go over them. And actually, I would like to thank everyone for their comments. Sarah Bazzini, Susan Lau, Para Papapa, Exo Eve, Liar Liar Plants on Fire, and Wang Jia Yi. Also, I'm very sorry if I didn't pronounce your name correctly, which I'm sure I didn't. I'm really sorry about that. One of my favorite things in Irie's videos is when she pronounces the Chinese names, and I think it's because the Chinese language, since tone is important for saying different words, it has a very sing-songy sound to it, and I think it's really beautiful. I mean, seriously, I will rewind her video just so I can hear her say the Chinese names. So anyways, I'm sorry that I didn't say that name correctly. Anyways, thank you so much for the comments. To be honest, I actually reread them several times. They made me really, really happy. So thank you. Thank you for the kindest comments that made doing all this work and compiling all this information worth it. All right, moving along. There are several areas in the game that will boost your score. Let's start with the Stylist Academy because that one's important. So we go to the Design Center in the lower left. There's Stylist Academy number 4. Don't skip this. This is significant in boosting your competence score. Oh, it didn't open. There we go. The obvious question is, in which order should I proceed through the Stylist Academy? I've heard 2 answers to this question. I'll give you both, and you can decide which one you would like to follow or follow a hybrid. So my guild leaders told me to do it in the order of dress, hair, accessories, shoes, socks, coat. And to do Legend of Designers, just throw that in there whenever you want to. So the order they gave me again was dress, hair, accessories, shoes, socks, coat, and then do Legend of Designers. There was no any specific place to put that there. Now, on the Love Nikki official Discord, one of the answers was, the second answer that was given that I've heard, is that you need to get to level 3 in 5 different categories to unlock Legend of Designers, and that is true. The game doesn't use numbers to tell you what level you're on, so when I was going through this, I had no idea what level I was on. So here are the names for the different levels. Level 1 is Apprentice, Level 2 is Assistant, Level 3 is Stylist, and Level 4 is Designer. Level 5 is Elite, but that's a bug. Elite should not be showing. They fixed this bug before Server 2 launched, so anyone on Server 2 won't see this. And actually, if you hadn't already unlocked Elite on Server 1, you won't see it because, like I said, they fixed that bug. So anyways, you have to get 5 of these 6 categories to level 3, the Stylist level, to unlock Legend of Designers. The second answer says to prioritize this to unlock Legend of Designers. So there's information that I found And like I said, you can do a hybrid of the two. Okay, so also if you would like to get a little bit ahead of the game, there is a Stylist Academy farming sheet. And like I said, Stylist Academy is important. You really should be doing this every day. The part of the sheet that I find the most useful are the mind maze stages. The only reason I find the rest of the sheet less useful is because I'm already using all my challenge stages. I don't have any to spare, but I can do mind maze stages right now from the farming sheet. The Stylist Academy gets its drops out of challenge stages, which are limited on tries per day. But for future Stylist Academy levels coming, there's some mind maze stages. So let's actually walk through that a little bit. I need some water again. Okay, my mouth gets dry talking this much. All right, so we're going to walk through this. If I click on Legend Design, I've already completed all these other ones, so I'm on Legend of Designers. And there are my drops. Let's click on a drop. And you see it's a challenge stage. Everything in Stylist Academy so far has been challenge stages. All of our drops have been out of challenge stages. And we have limited tries on the challenge stages, which creates a time gate. Let's go to the Mind Maze now. Heading out to Mind Maze. Oh, how did I go up? Oh, it's the bond. She must have just read a book or something. Okay, all right, so, we're going to the mind. I couldn't remember what we were doing. We're going to the Mind Maze stages. So we're opening. Oh, I'll actually go back. I'm going to show you. So the challenge stages are in the main story, and the Mind Maze stages are separate. So let's go into Mind Maze. Mind Maze also has limited tries, so you'll be time gated here as well. Let's go to Chapter 1, Stage 2. There it is. And you can see I've already farmed 22 echoing ripples for when the next Stylist Academy levels are released. If we go to Stage 1-3, you can see what I'm working on. I've started farming embroidery. I finished the Mind Maze chapter suits first, especially Telosma's Kiss, so beautiful, and then started farming for Stylist Academy. I was farming for echoes, and then I switched over to Stylist Academy. You should be doing Mind Maze every day because of the limited tries. In Mind Maze, you can 1. Finish your chapter suits, Gleaming Vines and Telosma's Kiss. 2. Get your drops for your echo for the recolor. We open this up, we can see. You can see I was working on it, and then I switched all of a sudden. Anyways, so 1, finish the chapter suits. 2, get your drops for the echoes for those chapter suits for the recolor. And 3, start farming for Stylist Academy, the future releases of Stylist Academy. Do Mind Maze every day because it is a gating device, and you want to stay on top of it so it doesn't become too much of a pain point. There is a link for the Academy Farming Guide inside Kami's Big Beginner Resource Doc. You can find this doc pinned to the Shining Nikki general channel of the official Shining Nikki Discord, and I'll put that link in the description. All right, that covers Stylist Academy. Now I haven't gone into clothes, but that's because there really isn't anything to discuss there. You use the highest score in clothes, and that's the end of that strategy. Now we're getting into areas that don't add as much to your competence score. I'm going to go over them quickly just for completion. In Index, let's go to Index. We click on Sets. And then the blue button at the top, Archives. As you complete sets, you will get a boost to your designer's reflections. All right, let's go to Nikki's home. Oh, it's taking a while to open, isn't it? There we go. If we click on the question mark in the upper left-hand corner, you will see that your styling power will increase as your bond with Nikki increases. Finally, let's go to Guild Makeup.
To save Maryland from
Go in the
destruction
Guild.
again.
Go to Makeup Study. Oh, okay, hang on. It does this where I can't scroll. I'm gonna pause the video for a second and reboot Shining Nikki. Okay, I rebooted the game. Okay, so in the Guild Makeup, you get small boosts to your attributes as you move through the Guild Makeup. And there are 2 things to know about makeup. One is you do not need to wear makeup in your styling battles. It adds nothing to your score. And second, you should not do the side branches, even though it will add to your styling power. Use your guild coins to go straight down the center to unlock all the makeup. So the question is, after you've gone straight down the center and unlocked all the makeup, do you go back and do the side branches? I've been told no. To save your guild coins, because even more expensive makeup will be released. I'm a completionist and will probably try to do the side branches, but it's not recommended. And I want to show you why it's not recommended. Let's go to Arena.
Specifically to hear my group.
Let's go into Dress Up. In the upper left-hand corner, next to the words Styling Power, there is a tiny exclamation point in a circle. I'm going to press that. There's the breakdown of your styling power, and makeup is a very small percentage of it. Also, if you look at Designer's Reflection, you can see why we spent 2/3 of this series discussing reflections and concepts. They make up the largest percentage of your styling power. So that covers everything that impacts your competence score, at least that I know of. The last thing I would like to cover is Arena itself. So let's go out to Arena. There are 3 things in Arena to look at. First, do your free Arena tries every day to get your flowers of odes, the Arena currency. If you're not moving up an Arena, pick someone below you with less competence and battle them. So it says I have 3 tries left, and I'll do one really quick, like that. Always, and there's the currency, there's the reward. Always do your tries, always get your flowers, because you want those flowers to purchase the suit and the reflection out of the shop. If you're paying for more tries, you only get flowers of odes, you only get the flowers, the Arena currency, for the first 10 paid tries each day. Second, the Arena UR reflections tend to be really good. I mean, really good. Let's go into the shop. Okay, and so I've already got the reflection once, so it's showing as an echo now. If you can not only get the reflection, but get an echo for recolor and then more echoes to upgrade your reflection to make it more powerful, because these are good reflections. You need a total of 12 echoes, 1 for the recolor and 11 for upgrading, if you want to max echo your UR. There is an Arena calculator in the master list, which is in the guides and resources channel of the Shining Nikki Discord. I'll put a link in the description. In the Arena calculator, you enter what you would like to purchase from the Arena shop, and it will tell you how many flowers you need. You will need to make a copy in order to modify it. Otherwise, it is read-only protected and won't work. By the way, because it's confusing, there are two Shining Nikki Discords. One, the official Shining Nikki Discord, and two, the Shining Nikki Discord that has been around for a long time and has served the English-speaking community who've played on the Taiwanese servers, who've been playing on the Taiwanese servers. And both are full of excellent information. That's where I've been doing my research other than talking to my my guild mates. Okay, and the third thing in Arena, and this honestly, the other things were useful. This one's a fun thing. At least I think it's fun. You can look at your opponent's reflections and concepts. So that's another thing. You can kind of go look at the concepts and maybe learn something. Although my concepts, I think, are still a mess. But anyways, I think it's cool. So we're going to go look at Alice. And if you're wondering why I keep focusing on Alice, it's because Crystal Rain, Jane, Moon, and Teresian are all my guild mates, and we chat all the time. Alice is an unknown to me. She's a wild card in the group, so I find her fascinating. And she's got an awakened Hestia. I mean, hello. I mean, how are you not attracted to that? Okay, so all right. Oh, by the way, to dispel an illusion, I found that ranking whales are not cutthroat. My high-ranking guildmates are just really pleasant people, and the competition between us is just very good-natured. I've never whaled before, and I kind of assumed ranking whales were a little cutthroat, but I was very wrong about that. Over the past 3.5 weeks, I've spent a lot of time with my guildmates, including my high-ranking guildmates, and everyone has been so pleasant and kind and welcoming. Any competition is incredibly friendly, and we cheer each other on. So take it from the current ranking well, that myth is incorrect. I hope it's that way on our server, and I mean, the competition here is very friendly, and I hope it's that way on other servers as well. It's just really pleasant. It makes for a pleasant atmosphere. So let's get back to the mysterious but intriguing Alice. So if you click on your opponent's profile, let's try that again. There we go. You can then click on the reflections, and we, of course, are going to pick over. Her awakened Hestia is gone. Oh, it's because I'm on Teresian. I was like, no, not your awakened Hestia, Alice. She's so pretty. All right, let's try that again. There's our girl. Well, there's Alice's girl. Okay, so there's awakened Hestia. Then you can click on the concepts. Hello. There we go. And you can see that our girl Alice here is rocking a full UR resonance set coupled with an SSR resonance set. And she's already pedaled her core UR twice, which is freaking impressive. She chose color reflection instead of modeling skills as her core skill, but she might know something that I don't. And there's no shade to Alice at all. I will be cheering her on. I will be on the sidelines, go, 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 as she climbs the ranks and gets her number 1. And I just think this is really cool. It's just a cool little feature. I don't know how useful it is, but it's fun. And that concludes this series, kind of. I want to gather some mats so we can really play with my concepts and see what happens to the scores. So I'm going to spend a few days just gathering mats, and then I'll make the concept addendum video where we experiment with Jane's suggestions. And finally, I want to say a heartfelt thank you to Jane and Crystal Rain. They have basically been my mentors since I started playing 3 weeks ago. They have been kind and patient and generous with their knowledge, and I'm lucky to have met them. So thank you, Jane, and thank you, Crystal. And that's everything. So thank you for watching, and I hope everyone has a super day. All right, bye.